I think this is part 3 of the video. I'm tired, damn it. This takes it out of me, but it's good. As long as I have willing students. Now, I'm going to take a seat here and rest for a moment. We just learned the 4 bass notes of the Halsey song. All right? 4. What were the notes? B, G, D, F sharp. I want you to remember or memorize those 4 notes. I don't need you to memorize every note of the piano. There's only like 8 or so. Like there's only 2 black keys. There's 3 black keys. Those all have names. And then there are 7 more white keys that have names. It's not, you can memorize these. But I don't, remember, it's momentum learning. Don't jump ahead of me. Let's just stick with this stuff for now. I want you as your homework to memorize where the names of those 4 notes and where they are on the piano. So you have a B, you have a G, you have a D, you have an F sharp. And I already told you C, because C's the first C's in the middle. Like if you have 2 black keys and then you drop down, there's 3 white keys. The first white key will be C. But don't worry about that. Whatever. Okay? So our notes are B, G, D, F sharp. I'm visualizing it in my mind, which is a very helpful exercise to visualize the piano, visualize all of the notes, those groupings, the 2 blacks and 3 whites, the 3. That sounds way too racialized. I'm sorry. Now no one's going to be able to get that out of their head. You guys are probably already thinking about it. You're bad, not me. So memorize those 4 notes. Now, that's the most important step of which I named. Is when after you put your headphones on, you need to find the bass notes. You may need some help in the beginning identifying the bass notes by ear. But I promise you, I will continue to help you and guide you every single week or whenever the hell I feel like uploading a video, like with a song that I like to hear. I don't want to discourage you because I've been doing this now for 15 years probably. Okay? And I can play very fluently and I can make shit sound really cool. For me, I'm not the greatest piano player, but I got to a level of fluency that I was happy with. I'm literate. I'm fluent. Now, here's the next part that's a little more challenging. It's going to hurt your hands a little bit. When you start playing piano, throughout the day, start stretching your hands, okay? Stretch your hands, pop your knuckles, do what you need to do to make sure that your hands are stretched. Now, here's the next step, a little more difficult. Remember I talked to you about chords, how a chord is a combination of, let's just make it easy, it's 3 notes played at the same time. Remember I mentioned like 1, 3, and 5? Who cares about that right now? Let's just talk about this. I told you that there's a chord. A chord is when you play 3 notes at the same time. Do, okay? All together. There are only 2 types of chords. There are major chords and there are minor chords. Here's an easy way to remember it. A major chord is a happy chord. A minor chord is a sad chord. And I'll jump on the piano and show you what those are. Remember, yes, you'll see musicians, and I bet you there's a bunch of music theorists already chiming off in the comments. Now, actually, there's more than that. At the root of what you need at this stage of your development, there are only 2 types of chords, major and minor. Major is what? Happy. Minor is what? Sad. Sorry, I taught English in China for a year before I started doing writing, curriculum writing in China. And so I have like all these like cute Chinese mannerisms to teach children. But I'm not saying you're a Chinese child, but even if you are, it's fine. So you only have major or minor chords. So our next big step, after we have figured out those 4 bottom notes, what are they again? B, G, D, F sharp. We need to determine of those 4, when we're putting together the chord for each of those 4 notes, is the chord a major or a minor? Is the chord a major or a minor? Typically in pop songs, you'll only have 1 minor chord or maybe 2 minor chords at most. But in this last part, this is part 3. In my last part, part 4, I'll start to show you. We can just make an educated guess. We can play both, and then we can make an educated guess. And here's how I want you guys to start learning piano chords. I don't want you to start learning them by ear right now. I want you just to focus on learning the bass notes right now. And later on, I'll start to help teach you how to hear the upper range by ear. But I'm going to give you, so you can play along and have fun, I'm going to show you how to do those 4 chords. I'm not going to teach too much about it. I'm just going to show you how to play it. I'm going to list all of the stuff that you need in the description of the video. And then I want you today to practice it to your heart's content. Practice it. There's only 4. You're playing 4 patterns. See, it's 1 pattern of 4 repeating things. That's it. That's it. And you can play Halsey. Your friends are going to be impressed. You can play it, put on the Halsey track, and then say, oh, I know how to play this. Watch, watch, watch. Then say, how did you learn that? Say, oh, there's a crazy Chinese guy. Oh, he's great. He's great. All right. This is part 3 or part 4? I don't know. Last part, I'm going to show you the chords, okay?